If you've been around since January, you might remember that we created some little tiny fish. Well, I feel like my scroll has some blank areas. I've said it before, I'm a maximalist and just leaving some blank areas. I just can't do it. So I've learned this new stitch. I think it's called a bull's head stitch because if you turn it vertically, it looks a little bit like a bull's head with some horns on the top. But to me, it also makes a really good fish. And I think this stitch works so well to create little fish, way better than the other two stitches that I came up with on my own. So using a twisted chain stitch and some fly stitches cobbled together. So here's my first stitch there. So did you see what I did there? It's actually a compound stitch that combines a fly stitch with a single detached chain stitch. So here's what you do. You create a regular fly stitch, and we've done this before. I've done this in many different places. So normally you would now just take a small straight stitch, but for this bull's head knot, you actually do a chain stitch and then you secure that chain stitch off. To make a fly stitch, you come up on your cloth and then you go back into your cloth a little bit away from that, and then you bring your needle up between those 2 points in somewhere in the middle and a bit forward of those 2 points. And normally you would now just take a small straight stitch to secure that loop. But for this bull's head knot, you, instead of doing just a small straight stitch there, you actually do a chain stitch. So I'm just so thrilled about this stitch that I had to do more of them. And this part here where I've got the mermaids here, the cave that they're in just was looking a little plain to me, so I could have done some more straight stitches or a running stitch on the cave, but I thought I would fill it in with some of these little fish swimming around, and the blue color of the fish stands out nicely against the yellowy brown off the background. It also coordinates with that whirlpool that I have going on the side. If you're interested to know what the whirlpool's all about, then go back into the month when we worked on the different myths and watch the whirlpool video called Scylla and Charybdis. And here I've decided that I want some of the fish to be in the cave with my mermaids there. And again, because this light blue thread contrasts well with the dark green cloth of the background. My little fish here show up really well. I didn't use the yellow thread in this area because it wouldn't have shown up against the stone, but I could have used it in this area down at the bottom where it would show up against the dark green background. And I can add as many of these little fish as I want. I'm just really happy with it. And once again, thanks for watching, and I'll be back with another finishing video very soon. Bye for now.